This is legitimately going to be one of the hardest ones. We have best indie album. So
Best
on
indie.
Audioface, we have been talking a lot about how indie is really the most interesting genre in contemporary music right now. There's so many artists doing so many different things. Indie as a genre itself, even though traditionally it's been kind of an offshoot of rock and alternative, it can kind of become anything. And every artist has really brought themselves to the genre in a way this year that's been incredible. And I think all of these artists and kind of bands in their own way really kind of, in their own way, because you can't compare the albums to each other that much genre-wise, but they really bring a lot to music as a whole. Nominees being
Also,
Home.
1 second, we forgot to give Follow You by Imagine Dragons their limited edition
Thank you.
Cheese Quadrilateral. So
These are
Imagine
very-
Dragons, here's your Cheese Quadrilateral, your limited edition Audioface NFT.
Yeah.
Go to audioface.com/ whatever NFT site there is. I forget what they are.
Yeah. We'll make an NFT back channel handle. The folks who made the Rise of Coons NFT will get to you on that. And did I say that out loud? Oh no. Best indie album, as I was saying, we've got Home by Rye, Collapsed in Sunbeams by Arlo Parks, Juno by Remy Wolf, Hope for Sale by Child with 3 eyes.
Thank you for saying it that way.
Jubilee by The Japanese Breakfast, How Long Do You Think It's Gonna Last by Big Red Machine, and Daddy's Home by St. Vincent.
Jesus Christ. This
sucks.
I mean, like the hardest.
Love it.
This is the hardest category for me by far.
Yeah.
As the guy who like listens to indie every fucking day.
Yeah.
I'll just go like Rye's album is fantastic. Like the whole sound of it's really good, and it's kind of set off the year. Rye, Arlo Parks is just fucking incredible. That
Beautiful.
record is
They're
just beautiful.
Lyrically and sonically, there were so many like profound levels of depth that came from that project.
100%.
And both Rye and Arlo Parks came early in the year,
Mhm.
and we have to be extra careful earlier in the year because, like, are we just in a good mood, or is this music actually good?
I still listen to that.
I listened to it all throughout the year. It was really good.
Remy Wolf's is fantastic. I really got onto her this year from you, so thank you for doing that. Really got into it. Hope for Sale by Child, really good as well. Something that slowly grew on me as well. Jubilee is just Japanese Breakfast this year killed it, and she just knocked it out of the fucking park.
Thank you for introducing me to her.
Yes, Big Red Machine had your favorite ever Taylor Swift a feature ever, and they were very good. Also, the song with Fleet Foxes, the Robin Pecknold. The entire album is just this is how you collaborate. If you want a star fuck of an album, but for it to sound really good, it would be Big Red Machine. Fantastic. And then Daddy's Home by St. Vincent. St. Vincent just knocks it out of the park every year too, and it's a really good album as well. I think she's every year or every album she comes out with, she constantly raises the bar for herself. So it's just unreal of who to nominate. I don't know. You got to go first. Give me like 30 seconds.
I will try my best. I'll do my kind of narrowed down attempt, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Big Red Machine. I like the compilation album effort that was done in the indie project, but I really like in indie, especially the individuality aspect of it. Not like you need an individual artist, like an individual band per se, but and the features were phenomenal on that. But I think this year there's so many individual artists, especially women in indie, who just killed it this year that I'm just leaning more in that direction.
I'll allow it.
Actually, I kind of want to skip to the ones that I think are the strongest.
Which ones?
Japanese Breakfast, Remy Wolf, Arlo Parks.
100%.
Those are my top 3.
Those would be my top 3 too.
And Child is almost there.
Yep.
Really, that was like my hardest kind of narrowing it down when I was thinking about it.
I mean, it would be Rye. You would have to narrow it. It was really hard for me too. But the one I have, like, if I need to narrow this down, the one I've listened to the most by far is Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. I listened to that album a ton. Really, really liked it.
We might have to tie this one.
But also Arlo Parks too.
We might have to tie this one, and I'm totally fine tying this one. Because I loved Japanese Breakfast, like the entire project. I think Be Sweet, if we did proper Song of the Summer, would have been a very strong contender this year. Everything was a really solid project within that. However, Collapsed in Sunbeams, though, it just took me off guard. Songs like Black Dog, Hurt Too Good, title track Collapsed in Sunbeams. I can't overstate how beautiful.
Honestly, I think to me they're tied because like I also did Arlo Parks has knocked it out of the park too. That's fine.
Arlo knocked it out of the park.
So we got.
I'll take one.
You take one. Yeah. All right. So we got Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast, and we got Collapse of Sunbeams by Otto Parks, limited edition Audioface quadrilateral squares of cheese
As you
NFTs.
can tell, each of these is a little bit unique. Not all of them look exactly the same.
Some of them have more salt than the others. Salt coming to you very soon. And some of them might be burnt. Some of them might be like half quadrilaterals. You never know.
Some of them might be scab crackers. You never know. Anyways, we move on because I think we have enough time. Yeah,
Yes,
I think we can squeeze.
We got plenty.